What can I do for you?
I'm interested in this.
Is tonight the night that we beat this game? No. I'm pretty sure I have another 60 hours. Not 60 hours. I'm pretty sure I have another 20 hours. But we're going to do everything that we can to beat the Veilguard. I am Jota Zeta. And we're going to pick a quest. Okay, so we have a bunch of things in Arlethin. We were going back to Docktown because of freaking Lucanis, because they didn't want to meet in Treviso, which means we had to go back. We have to go back to that place because, of course, we have to go back to that place. Ooh, and then we should do Harding today. Oh, that's right. We can't just take Harding anymore because she's perfect and has all the stats. Yeah, we're taking Emmerich and Lucanis. Don't worry, we'll take Harding to Harding because not only do we have to, but it'll be good. And we'll still take Harding on all the major story beats and missions. We just don't need to redouble our reputation. You know what'd be great is if this game added a quick travel feature. If this did a quick travel feature before you went into the city. And I'm not trying to harp on that. I do think, though, that without it, it makes this a little bit more tedious. But it reminds me of what they did with Mass Effect Andromeda, when they forced you to go through the loading screen the whole way through. Oh, I'm not in combat. I just changed my weapon. But in Mass Effect Andromeda, they did that. They forced you to. Oh wait, you're shot. They forced you to.
The others are bartenders, but I'm the mixologist. I don't serve drinks. I build libations. Let me know if you want anything.
Not from you. You sound a little too pretentious.
Very good.
You just walk up to somebody and they give you their title, like, "Oh, I'm a this actually." It's just like, okay, all right, but you work at a Wendy's, sir. You know what I mean? But no, in Mass Effect Andromeda, they would have you they'd have you watch like all these animations that go from planet to planet, and then when you land, you had to land on the planet with this huge unskippable cutscene, and then you could kind of teleport where you wanted to go. It's just a little too much. Especially when you're like, "Ooh, I just need to go to this planet here for like 10 seconds," and you have to go through all these loading animations to get there. It's just a little tedious, even if it's quote-unquote realistic. And it was they had to patch that in later to help cut on time, and I would imagine that no one wanted to touch this game after it was done.
About Ilario?
Possibly. What do you mean, possibly? You have something or you don't?
Yeah.
It's Caterina.
We don't know that for certain.
Tell me.
I've got my eyes on Villa della Morte. One of them brought back one of Caterina's rings.
It had been thrown out with the trash. Ilario would never do that. He'd at least pawn it somewhere.
You think Caterina threw the ring away as a message that she's inside the house?
Her opal ring. Lucanis, you know what that means.
She gave that ring to my mother. It was the mark of her favor. House Velardo killed my parents and sent it back to Caterina to demand she surrender the seat of First Talon. She's alive. Ilario, you idiot.
We need more eyes in the villa to say for certain.
Ilario would tear the city apart searching if he'd lost this. How could she be alive? What is he thinking? How am I supposed to deal with this?
We need to plan a rescue. The sooner we get Caterina out of there, the better.
It could be a trap. We have to deal with Ilario first.
He could still kill her if we move against him. Maker knows what's in his head.
V, you're too pessimistic for your own good. Reason with him, Lucanis.
But Lucanis was just the one that
I thought I
talked.
had a clear shot at my target. What if I go after him and get Katarina killed? Help us.
Ooh.
How? What do you need?
He'll listen. He always listens to you. Come.
What did you do? Is this the fate? It seems different. It isn't like those fragments of Solus's past in the crossroads either.
Lucanis is here. Always. Behind locked doors. I can't break through.
All right. Let's go get him.
Oh, okay. This is more than a conversation.
Useless. All of this utterly useless.
I know this place. It's the ossuary, the prison we freed Lucanis from.
Freed? No. We've always been here.
Right. It's not the real ossuary, but it doesn't seem like a memory either. Lucanis is in here somewhere, right? He's...
I kind of want to make commentary, but Rook keeps talking, so make a commentary. Oh my gosh. Messy dialogue at the beginning aside of like, oh, I should have known it. Yeah, calm down, other person. Besides all of that, we've entered the like realms of the Fade before within like people's minds. I think that's kind of interesting. Dreams are people's minds, which I also think is kind of interesting. That we're going in here. I mean, it's a bit on the nose. Like, oh, this is Lucanis's prison. He's never really left it in his own head. He's always been there. I would have believed that if the characters were written a little bit more than just coffee. Like, I love coffee so much outside of this conversation. But I still think Lucanis has some of the... This is a neat little thing. It's always cool to enter in someone's head, even if it was a really quick, just like, help us. And then like out of the blue. It's like, I don't know what I do. And then Spite, help us. Draws you completely out of it with after one conversation. It's a little jarring is what I'm trying to say. But the concept behind it is cool.
What? Where they kept his blood?
Yes. Go there. But the locks everywhere. I can't touch them.
How do I get past the locks? Turn myself into a mouse? Fight a bunch of giant spiders?
By getting past the guards. It's a prison.
Right. What was I thinking?
Okay, Dragon Age the Veilguard, you can't make that sort of joke. That was a reference to Dragon Age 1, where you did enter into the domain of a sloth demon, which is what I was referencing before, how cool that was. Turning into a mouse, fighting giant spiders, that's what you did in the Fade. Now, I will say that area everyone considered that to be a huge pain, because it was like a 2 extra hours on top of the other. You were already deep into a main quest, and then like this happened on your way to it. It just took a while. People don't like that Fade bit, so I see why they're being all cheeky fun. You can't do that, Dragon Age the Veilguard. Just, at least it was an original idea. It was cool. It was novel to go through it the first time, and it's only a pain to go through it after the fact. But it was fun. It was engaging, and it was good. Don't make fun of that. Is this the exact same map, but they just changed the backgrounds? I think they did. I think they just altered it slightly for the effect. Oh, maybe not.
What trouble you've been.
Ooh, if the pacing was better, this moment would be so cool right now.
Nobody's here.
Of course not. Rook can't be here.
Me? Why not?
You open doors. You don't close them. I can't believe it.
Ah, clever, clever, clever. His subconscious couldn't let him out of the prison. I had to let him out. That's why Spite needed my help. Again, a little bit on the nose, but good.
You should be grateful to give your life for the Magister's research. What an honor!
Oh, hello there.
Rock, did you forget our deal? You were to bring my grandson back to me.
I did.
You brought me an abomination. Where is my grandson?
Tenderness and terror, rage and relief. Old stale fear of disappointment.
This is the Fade. So this Katerina is a spirit, something like that?
No, Lucanis is mine. They won't dare. Thoughts live here. Ideas, feelings.
She's his idea of Katerina then. Katerina. Lucanis is trapped, but I think you're part of his way out.
I'm not going to be too harsh because someone playing this might not have understood that from the very beginning, but I thought it was pretty clear who she was supposed to be. Now, do I go with the cheesy option? I don't know how this is a sarcastic option. Or do I go with the stoic option? Stoic.
Lucanis thinks he disappointed you. With that chaining him, he can never be free.
Is that what you want? To release a demon?
Lucanis is the one who's trapped by the idea he failed you. But you know he's not to blame.
My poor boy.
So are we changing people's perception? His perception of what people think of him? Oh, there's notes on the table. But we're more like brothers. Katerina took us both in. All we had left. Neat.
What are you hiding, little demon?
What if I go after him and get Katerina killed? All I have left. Oh, he's struggling hard with killing his brother. His not brother. She gave me the ring. She gave that ring to my mother. It was the mark of her favor. House Velardo killed my parents and sent it back to Katerina, so a few of us left. Good scene. Good scene.
Ah, yes, the crow. You will learn to regret your crimes against the Venatori.
I shouldn't have let myself fall asleep. This was my mistake. Spite is here. Oh, who's next? Harding? I didn't think that Harding was specifically holding you back.
Don't worry, Rook. I've got my eye on the prisoner.
You've conjured up a friendly face, Lucanis. But your real friends and allies need you. In the real world.
Rook, are you sure Spite isn't tricking you? What if there's no Lucanis, just the demon?
After a year in the ossuary, you might believe that. But you're no demon.
Look around. This isn't the mind of a human being, let alone an Antivan crow.
That would have actually been a really good twist if Lucanis had been dead the whole time, and that we were hanging out with Spite, and Spite wasn't actually Spite. He was a spirit of compassion that was twisted into spite, to keep himself alive. But now he was fighting against his true nature, like a spite versus not spite, with the vessel of a Lucanis. That Lucanis has been dead for such a long time. Kind of like, I guess it's too much like Cole from Dragon Age Inquisition. But how cool would have that been? Oh, that's such a cool possibility. I'm a little bummed out they didn't do that. I'm a little bummed out they even said that was what he was struggling with. Now, this is probably like a trauma therapy dump type thing. which again, it's not inherently bad. This is going to connect really with somebody, especially someone who suffered from trauma. When people have horrible things done to them, or people do horrible things, it does do that type of it does affect you, and you can go through all this. But we just haven't seen any signs of Lucanis doing anything like this previously. That's what I think really isn't letting this moment land where it needs to, even though this, like, in and of itself, I'm having such a good time. Also, this is not something good that you go to you don't therapize with this. You can therapize with these two, as usual, but if I say this, I'm sure that he's going to be like, oh, I even have scars.
You're the man you were, Lucanis, even buried in this pain. No demon would punish itself like this.
You really shouldn't trust anything you find in the Fade.
I trust you, Lucanis. And I trust myself to get you home. Let me.
You know that's the kind of attitude that's gonna get you killed, right?
I'll risk it. I have a master assassin on my side, don't I?
Just be careful.
I wonder if that person changes based on, like, who you're romancing, or is it just... I'm curious.
You can't dwell on this. It'll drive you mad.
You'd have to kill me, and Spite would die. Interesting. If I cannot stay in control, Spite is waiting.
Couldn't you simply die already? This experiment has gone on for far too long.
Alright, this is going to be a boss arena. And clearly what we're going to have done is Spite is a complete... Oh, no one's going to read this. No one's going to look back like that. There aren't enough words to apologize. I cannot be this. Oh. His thoughts were a lot more dark than I was anticipating they'd be. And here I am just laughing and going, ooh, hoo, hoo. Things are different when you start throwing in this type of language, because then you're like, where were the signs? And I would argue that that in a game with this tone friendly, like, ooh, I like coffee, there weren't any signs. There should have been more brooding and more depression, and there should have been more worrisome. Dragon Age has done this type of thing before, and it's done something darker. But I feel a little bad now. You don't make jokes about stuff like that. And clearly I wasn't seeing it. But also, I think that they're not going to do anything cool lore-wise with Spite. I think they're just going to be like, oh, Spite is your trauma, and you're going to learn to live with your trauma rather than getting rid of them. That's where all the symbolism is. And I'm not a huge... It's fine, it's good, it's dandy. The writing's fine there. It's just... I wish it wasn't so on the nose.
Hey, Rook. Should you be here? Can't say it's the safest place in the world.
Stomach-churning excitement. Dread with a hint of hope. Long way to fall.
Somehow I thought Lucanis would think of Nev as being more... Tevinter?
Tevinter? People come in three kinds. Family, enemies, contracts.
I hope that's just Spite talking. Nev, you need to let us pass.
You know how he is, Rook. Even if you open the door, Lucanis won't walk through it. This is where he wants to be.
Lucanis always has a choice. If he can't see that, I'm here to show him.
You really think you can help him? You're such a sap, Rook.
I think it's time you stood aside and let me try.
Still fighting. Tiresome. There's no point, you know. Nothing awaits you anymore. You're long dead.
Alright, good thumbnail. I didn't want to see you see that. Again, I'm not this. I cannot be this. This is the type of dark thoughts I was hoping for when we first saw Lucanis. Before he jumped into things, you know?
How long are you going to keep doing this?
She came after me, she came after Katerina, she'll come for you too. Cousin, what about you?
Rook, you're too good to be wasting your time in a place like this. Forget about my cousin. You've got much more important things to worry about, don't you? You've got the weight of the world on your shoulders.
Sharp, jagged edges, hurt with every breath, grief and relief, hope and anger mixed.
Lucanis, you don't owe Ilario a second thought, much less a supporting role.
He put us here.
You've got to leave this be, Rook. You turn my cousin loose, it's only going to cause more grief.
I think I'm gonna have to go with this option. We can't avoid that. It's true. That's just casting the blame on him. That, I think, is much more personality attaining. These bottom options for more have always been like 50-50, so I'm hoping that this isn't just end the thing.
I think Ilario will be feeling that grief. Right, Lucanis?
You know that Katerina had 5 children? 8 grandchildren, all dead now, except for Lucanis and me. Last time the Grows fought a war of succession, House de la Morte lost everything, except the seat of First Talon. This time, we fight ourselves. What will be left then? You think you'll survive? Your friends? Your cause?
Ah, good. Excellent.
This scum doesn't get to speak for you, Lucanis. Everything that's happened is his fault.
Is it? Are you sure of that? Do you really think he made a deal with a demon? He's not even a mage. Or do you think maybe he just found the one there already? He'll carry this prison with him forever, and he'll fill it with corpses given time.
We need out.
Okay. Again, just casting blame at the target. I mean, they're only allies, enemies, and contracts, right? It's not the worst way to think of the world, as long as you have more allies than contracts. You don't know the future is a really good one. You're making predictions that you can't think. Because they say you can't predict the future. You can't either. That's really, really good. Or do we base it off of his morals if he knows right from wrong? Normally, I would say that you probably wouldn't want to do that with an assassin. But this is Age the Veilguard.
Crow, Lucanis, a professional, trained to avoid collateral damage and go after the real enemy.
You have no idea what the consequences will be.
Whatever they are, Lucanis, I'll be there to help.
If I were in charge, you wouldn't have to do this anymore.
Hey, look who it is.
What are you doing here, Rook?
That's too happy.
I'm doing whatever it takes to get you out of here.
There is not a way out. Not for me.
You see? He breaks our agreement. His mind is still here. He wants to stay here, so he keeps me here!
Mierda! Why would I want to stay? Even in my head, this place is a nightmare.
Right. But it's a nightmare you already defeated. I get it now. As bad as the ossuary was for you, it was better than the alternative.
What alternative?
The ossuary Zara, you could solve those problems with the blade, but healing again? Living is an abomination. There's no simple answer there. If you fail, you could hurt the ones you love.
No. This is not. Damn it, Rook. Make him leave.
I don't want to repeat myself. I'm thinking of, if anything more novel I could say to repeat myself. It just takes time.
He's trying to leave, spite it's complicated. Mortals can't just change ourselves. It takes a lot of time.
Rook, you're right. There has to be a way through this.
It's just so much.
I cannot see how to begin.
Start small. You and Spite. Figure out a goal you can both agree on. Then make it happen.
A contract?
Contracts are for clients. Call this an alliance. But on what terms?
Now this looks like a choice that matters. Vengeance or salvation? It feels like a default choice.
Didn't you just learn your grandmother was alive? What are you waiting for? Go rescue her.
That's true.
Fighting crows?
And anyone else that gets in our way. Do we have a deal? We free Katarina together.
Together, we will fight!
He's now become one with his anger.
Rook, are you all right?
What's the matter with the two of you?
Nothing.
We're fine. How long were we standing here?
Just long enough for it to get awkward. You're sure you're all right?
We're fine, Thea. Don't waste your worry on us. Can I trust the two of you to keep an eye on Ilario? If he starts anything, I want to know about it.
I was going to do that anyway.
You're planning something.
I'm getting Katarina back. But Viago is right. We need more information before we move. Ilario panicked when I came back alive. If he panics again, he could actually kill her this time. We'll only get one chance at this.
When you learn Katarina might be alive, Lucanis was locked in a decision about to do it. I guess that was supposed to be what triggers it, but man, did it feel so out of the nowhere. This is one of those things that if you're having a conversation with somebody on the forums that just loves this game, the first thing they're going to say is, "Oh, it makes so much sense. It's like the most brilliant thing that was ever brillianted." And then you're going to have to sit there and go, technically yes, but also technically no. And you have to go there and you have to say like, no, the pacing was off. They're like, no, but it impacted me. And you'll be like, no, the writing could have been much better. And then we're like, it was perfect. Fan people are they're so messy sometimes. There was a quest here. Wasn't there? Oh, I just have to go turn it in. Okay, we can do that. Gotta let people know I've killed some hauntings. I've killed some already dead people. And we're gonna turn Emmerich into a lich. Hello.
We finished off a whole group of skeletons.
Interesting that they banded together.
It availed them not.
What a quest! Ooh, a new shield appearance. A human shield. Neat.
Farewell for now.